into your mind so silky. Up under the dawn we fly.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first video here on my Booktube channel. I am so nervous to do this, but I contemplated whether I wanted to start a Booktube channel. So now I'm doing it, I'm doing this. I am so excited to jump into this, but also start the channel off with you guys getting to know who I am and what I am and why I'm joining the Booktube community. So I hope I get to meet some of yous. My name is Katrina. My channel is called Polynesian Reader. Yeah, those are just a few of the little things about me. I'm from Brisbane, Australia. Pretty much born here, but background is obviously of Polynesian descent. But I will jump into that further into the line as I build my Booktube channel. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the questions. The first question is, why did you start this channel? So I started this channel because I hadn't seen many people like myself in the Booktube community. And I also wanted to create a platform where I can share a lot of like Indigenous, Native or Aboriginal book authors and books, because I don't usually see them on a bigger platform, and I don't really see a lot of people sharing their books in the Booktube world. So I thought it was important for me to, you know, make sure that these books get out there, because there are so many incredible Native book authors, Indigenous book authors, Polynesian book authors. So that's the reason why I'm wearing this as well. That's something I'm going to be bringing to my Booktube channel to make it a little bit interesting for you guys, but also your occasional fantasy books as well, your normal books as well. So from time to time I am going to incorporate that as well. Number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? So like I just said, I am going to be bringing a lot of Native Indigenous books to my channel, and I'm also going to be bringing this. This is actually a head A. It's only worn for special occasions, so obviously this is a special occasion for me because I'm starting a Booktube channel. So these are some of the fun and exciting things I'm bringing. So some unique things I am going to be bringing to the channel is honesty. So I don't sugarcoat anything that I say. I am going to give my good and bad reviews on a certain book. If I feel like it's not up to the expectations or something about the book is just not clicking for me, I will just say it straight up. I don't like to pretend that I like something. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna say it like it is. Come at me. Number 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Well, I'm excited to meet you guys. I know there's so many people here in the Booktube world that have different content on books. So I'm excited to meet some of my subscribers. I'm excited to meet some of yous. And I think the most exciting thing I'm excited for the channel is to bring a different twist to my channel. Obviously, you guys know I will be bringing interesting Native Indigenous books, so I am going to incorporate that at least every month. So even though I'll be reading normal books like these ones in the background, I will also be putting in a few books that I've come across from some incredible authors that some people don't really hear. So those are the exciting things I will be bringing, because I kind of want to spread awareness and also share some Polynesian authors I've come across, Native book authors I've come across, even Aboriginal authors I've come across. Their books have been absolutely amazing, and I feel like that's what I'm more excited for, is to make sure that they get a platform where I can share some of their incredible books. Why do you love reading? I think I love reading because of the knowledge that you gain, and that's just not only with your normal fantasy books and stuff, but you know, history, everything. I think for me it's just knowledge based. You know, you learn something new every day, and I love when I read something new or I learn something different. It's just something for me to, you know, gain a better understanding of, because, you know, especially at a time that we're in, you know, this world is crazy already, I feel like it's also important that you read information about things, you read information about other people's cultures or other people's religion or anything to do with knowledge. I'm always interested in. I think that's why I love reading so much, because I just love the knowledge that you gain. So before Harry Potter, before any other book, I really loved Charlotte's Web. I know your typical classic, you know, kids book, but it was definitely Charlotte's Web that really got me into reading. I was reading Roald Dahl, but I think for Charlotte's Web, it was just the book. I remember my mother used to say to me, why do you keep getting the same book? I don't know if it's because Wilbur and Charlotte's relationship was just, I don't know, everything, but I think I love the fact that Charlotte took Wilbur as her own like family member, I guess. And I think Charlotte was one of my favorite characters. So I don't know, my mom used to think like you always borrow the same book and you keep getting the same book, you keep crying at the same book. I don't know, I think it was just the impact of that book, I guess. I love the book so much, and at the same time I was reading Roald Dahl books like Matilda, The Witches, the BFG. Those were other books I grew up with. So yeah, Charlotte's Web was the one that really got me into reading. I don't know, I don't have a copy of that book anymore, but I guess that's a book I'll be forcing my kids to read. Oh, I've got so many favorite booktubers. I love Elliot Brooks, Books with Chloe, Fictional Fates, Mayona Reads, The Story Ain't Over. There's like so many, I think Hardback Hoarder as well. So many of them, I love watching. But I think the question I would ask is, would you guys ever consider writing a book? Because I know Elliot Brooks has already written a book, but I guess this question would go to them. Like, would you guys, you know, ever consider writing your books or any book in the future? I have no idea, because that's a hard question to ask, but that's probably the only question I would ask. Well, first off, a lot of Karens. No, I'm only kidding. I think the hardest thing for me would be, I don't know, I guess hate comments. And I think just time frame when it comes to reading a lot of the books, because I'm a full-time worker, so it is kind of a little bit hard for me to read so many books in 1 month. I think that would be one thing that it's going to be a little bit difficult, but yeah, and also just coming across people that are real negative, because I'm the type of person that if you're real negative on my channel, I'm just gonna clap back, because yeah, I don't tolerate haters, and I don't tolerate bullies or negativity on my channel. So yeah, if you're that type of person, stay off my channel. I actually started reading last year. I was going through a very tough time last year. I went through a really rough road last year, and books was definitely one of them that pulled me out of there. And ever since then, I've read like 50 books in 1 year. So that's when I really started reading, and then I kind of just grew my passion. I wanted to read for a long time, but for the last 10 years, I've been working full-time, so I never had the chance to really sit down and read. 10 years is a long time, and I know you guys are probably wondering, how old is this chick? I'm 29 going on to 30. I actually prefer to read on my bed. I just feel like it's more comfortable there. I can move around, I can put my pillows and cushions the way I want to. Yeah, I think my bed is just the best place to read. I've tried reading on a couch, I've tried reading on a stool, and it's just not for me. I just can't do that. So my bed is the place to go when it comes to reading. I love fantasy, I love non-fiction, I love historical fiction, I love anything that has impact or inspiration or has motivation, anything like that. Those are the type of books I kind of gravitate towards too. I don't really gravitate towards contemporary. It's not that I have anything against it, it's just I just can't click when it comes to contemporary books. If it is a contemporary book, it has to be like inspirational. I don't know, because for me, contemporary books are just not my thing. I don't usually buy a lot of contemporary books. I mean, I could be saying that now, and then a couple months later I'm reading a contemporary book. Yeah, I just can't seem to click with a contemporary book. I don't know what it is. I think it's just not my preference, not my taste in books. But yeah, like I said, I could be saying this now, and then a couple months down the line I'm reading contemporary books. So that's it, guys. I have come to the end of my Booktube newbie tag. I hope you guys enjoyed my first video here on my Booktube channel, and yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I cannot wait to get to know you guys. But once again, stay tuned, as I will be uploading more Booktube videos. But other than that, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, bye.